What is going on, everybody? I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. So, if you're new and you're stumbling across this, wondering what this is, a couple rules, and, well, I'm going to tell you what this is. So, basically, I took 72 characters, put them into tournament format, and then each day on my channel, I upload one matchup, except for Sundays, but I upload one matchup, and then we pretty much just vote for who we'd rather see as a DLC character in Smash Ultimate through the means of, well, the DLC, the Fighter Pass. So, how do you vote? Really simple. You see the two characters in the matchup for the day, you vote for one of those two. The characters are in the title of the video. So, if you like one of them, all you gotta do is type that character's name down in the comments. That's how you vote. You only get one vote. So one vote per person. You can vote both, so your answer could be both if you absolutely love both the characters, but otherwise, no, just one vote, so make it count. Otherwise, it's a double elimination tournament, meaning a character has to lose twice. You lose once, you drop to the loser bracket, you lose from there, you're done. If there's ever a tie in the voting, I'll flip a coin on camera, break the tie. Best way to do that. And then, each voting period for each match only lasts 1 week. That way the tournament keeps on rolling. Keep cranking out new matches and keep moving on and progressing throughout the tournament. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of the whole thing. So, let's go over the results from last week, which should have been game number 10? I think so. I think it was 10, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10. Either way, it was Chibi Robo taking on Plusle and Minin. Chibi Robo, the little metallic little robot with the extension cord, the plug-in. Plusle and Minin, the two electric rodents, kind of Pika clones. Let's see how it favored, or who did it favor. Chibi Robo ended up getting the win in this one. 36 votes to 16, so congrats. Chibi moves on. Again, double elimination tournament. So Plusle and Minin, they lose, but they just drop to the loser bracket. So they're not out of it, but if they lose one more time, then they are officially done. So that is, well, that's the results for that. Quick little, tidbit. I seen quite a bit of people down in the comments that when they were voting, mainly the ones that voted Chibi, they also left a little, a little note or whatever saying that they don't want to see any more electric rodents. They already have enough Pika clones, or Pichu came back and that was good enough for them. So, yeah, I guess not too many people are fond of having another sort of Pika clone character in the game. I mean, they'd be somewhat different because they'd be in tandem and stuff, but just thought that'd be a little interesting to note. So, yeah, so we get to go on to today's matchup, which is, which one? Who is this? Tails and Impa. That is who's in this one. This should be a good one, actually. So, let me do something real quick. Let me go, is it this one? Is this the tournament I'm looking for? I just want to show something real quick to anybody that doesn't know. That's a different tournament. I don't want that one. How about, maybe it's this one. One of these tournaments. Basically, I'm trying to get to Tails. There we go. Here's the full result. So, the last tournament that I completed, Tails was in that one. Tails ended up taking third place in that one. So, Tails kind of surprised me quite a bit. And, let's see if Tails can do it again, shall we? So, let's start. But we're starting with Impa, right? So, first off, I always say this because I always believe it. I always think it's, something that should happen. Legend of Zelda deserves a brand new face to represent the franchise in Smash Bros. Not another Link. Don't get me wrong, I like Link, but let's broaden this roster, this potential, rep from Legend of Zelda. Let's get more of them out there. I know they're assist trophies, but you still got like Impa, for example. Could be, you got Skull Kid, you got Midna, you got so many that could possibly be a playable character in Zelda, and as Nintendo's second, third maybe most popular, one of the top 3 franchises in terms of popularity and sales wise and all that stuff. It deserves more than just 500 Links, Zelda, Ganondorf, and a Sheik, right? That's all that they have. I'm pretty sure, yeah. But so Impa would be pretty good. How would Impa play? First of all, what kind of design would they use for Impa? Because Impa does have 2 designs. I see way more people say go with the Hyrule Warriors version of Impa. That just makes way more sense. It seems to be a bit more we'll say, I guess, athletic and kind of, fit the style of the fighting, because we have this one. I don't have a picture, but there's also the old version of Impa, the older lady. I guess some people might see that as like the true form of Impa, but if you're going to put Impa in Smash Bros., you probably have to go with the Hyrule Warriors version. And a lot of people kind of think that Impa would be kind of like a semi-echo of Sheik. I can see where it's coming from. Maybe movement speed, maybe, hitbox, height and, width and all that stuff, hitbox frame. Maybe that sort of stuff. Running animation could somewhat be the same. I can understand that sort of in a way, but Impa's got the sword. That'd be, yes, it's another sword user, but it would, that alone will just not make Impa an Echo Fighter of Sheik. But I think Impa has good potential. It's from a gaming series from Nintendo that people know the name of the character, first of all, Impa. So that could just help, Nintendo, first of all, so they don't have to go out and get the license to a third-party character. They have a character that people know the name of, so it would be, popular in-house. Plus, if, all these people that might be getting Smash Bros. That have never played Legend of Zelda, they might see this Zelda character come over from, for DLC and be like, all right, you know what? Impa looks pretty cool. Maybe I kind of go out and maybe buy Legend of Zelda game. Maybe like a Hyrule Warriors. Test out Impa, just to get more eyes and maybe more, I guess, what do you want to call it? Like more fans for the character? Maybe more just, I don't know what I'm trying to go for, but just try to make the character a bit more popular, maybe. Because Impa has appeared in quite a bit of Zelda games, so she's got like, she's got a good, decent number of following, but if we're just taking the Legend of Zelda series as a whole, who's Impa competing with? I named off a few already, Skull Kid and, Midna and quite a bit of others I can't think of off the top of my head, but there's a lot that Impa would be competing with, and I don't think Impa would be the number one character people want to see. Skull Kid got talked about like to death going, before Smash Ultimate came out. Skull Kid was, expected by a lot of people. Ultimately didn't happen. Skull Kid got, the assist trophy treatment, but what you gonna do? So this one, I think Impa has a okay chance. I don't think Impa would be too high on Nintendo's list, honestly, but I'd be okay with this character if Impa were to get in as Smash Ultimate for DLC. I'd be okay with that. I'm a fan of Impa, but let's go to Impa's opponent here. So Tails, right? So I did show you Tails was in that first tournament, or the last tournament that we completed. Tails was in that, took third place overall. Surprised me quite a bit. Don't get me wrong, I know who Tails is. I grew up in, I was born in 89, so I grew up in like the 90s with those games, those characters, Sonic, Tails, Mario, Mega Man, blah, 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 all of them. I know who the character is. I know he's popular, but just to see that Tails ended up taking third place in a tournament overall was, I guess it just caught me off guard a bit. But, the more I thought about it, and I've always been a fan of this, real quick, if anybody doesn't know, there was an April Fool's joke from, it was at Smash Melee of Sonic and Tails supposedly in the game where you had to defeat like 20 Cruel Brawl, whatever their fighter names were at the time, but you had to defeat 20 fighters in Cruel Brawl, and then you would unlock them. And I remember going to school, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Sonic and Tails are in the game!" And then we talked about it that day, and then we went home and found out it was fake. But we all went to school the next day, like, "Hey, did you unlock Sonic and Tails?" "Oh yeah, totally. I unlocked them. I defeated 20. Sonic is great. Tails is awesome." It was, it was a big thing. It was pretty awesome to see. But then, hey, eventually we did get Sonic, right? We did get Sonic, which was pretty cool. Now, I think Sonic kind of could deserve his little buddy, his little sidekick in this case. How awesome would it be to see, like, Mario and Luigi taking on Sonic and Tails? Maybe Link and Zelda taking on Sonic and Tails. Ryu and Ken taking on Sonic. You get where I'm going. Famous, like, duos and pairs or whatever, facing off against Sonic. That'd be so cool. As a video game fan, that gets to me. That makes me, like, I don't know. It just puts a smile on my face. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But Tails did have the Mii outfit in Wii U 3DS, and I don't think it's an Ultimate. I could be wrong, but if it isn't, there's probably a chance that they bring it back through DLC for Mii costumes and whatnot. I mean, they brought back quite a bit of the Mii costumes from Wii U 3DS. They did not bring back any of the third-party ones, so that could be something maybe down the line as a part of I guess just DLC that you could purchase. I mean, Mii outfits aren't that expensive anyway, but people love Mii outfits, so bringing Tails back, I could see that happening. But in terms of the character, Tails could play pretty awesome. You could just have Tails straight up as the character, 2 feet, just flying around with the tail. Obviously, he's 2 tails hovering around. That'd be kind of cool. Or you could put him in like some of his little inventions, robot-ish, whatever things. You could have him kind of using some sort of, his inventions in his moveset, which would be really unique. Sort of like a Bowser Jr. in a way. Kind of like that for a moveset would be kind of cool. Maybe you could somehow incorporate a couple different inventions in there. I think that'd be a pretty unique moveset in itself. I don't know. I think Tails definitely has the feel that he fits in Smash Bros. Plus, hey, we got Sonic. Why not just have Tails, right? So, let me just get to the voting. Who am I going to vote for in this one? My vote is pretty simple. I like Impa, but my vote's going for Tails on this one. I got to go Tails. I like the character better. I like the thought and the possibility of who Tails can, just see matchups of Tails against, so-and-so. I think that'd be pretty cool. So my vote is Tails. Pretty simple on that one. Let me know who you guys got down in the comments. Again, one vote per person. But that is going to be it for this one. So let's do a little sneak peek for tomorrow. So it looks like the matchup tomorrow is going to be Banjo taking on Excite Biker. It's probably, Banjo's going to win that, let's face it. But that'll be the matchup, and then we'll get the results of Edelgard and Sub-Zero. So the winner of that faces Chibi Robo in the next round, but that's tomorrow. Another quick note. The other tournament, I was supposed to have the matchup out yesterday, but I got extremely busy, and I didn't make the video, but it will come out later today. We will get the results of the other tournament of the championship game of, who was it, Banjo taking on Master Chief. If Banjo wins, I haven't tallied that up. I got to do that right after this. But if Banjo wins, tournament is over. But if Master Chief wins, we get one more match. We get, a rematch between the two. So that comes out a few hours after I upload this one. So we'll get to potentially maybe see Banjo as the champion, or maybe Master Chief lives to fight another day. We'll see. But that is it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to the voting, as always. And hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.